Okay, welcome back. Today, hello. Okay, welcome back to a new stream. Today I'm going to work on a small project of mine. For that I will need this and some adjustments to um, what is the right aspect ratio? 240 I think. Okay, I think 240 is a bit too much. So, but I will first check something. I want this one. That um yes. Yeah, definitely a bit too big. It has to be more closer to this size for it to, otherwise there are way too many pixels. So what is good pixel size? I'll check for a second for Game Boy GBA resolution. That's 160 by 144. If I make it 160 pixels tall, something like that. That is much closer to what I want, but it may still be a bit on the big side. Alright, I have things I may can use. This is my reference. So if I take no, if I take this reference and scale it down to what I need it to be, that's 160. That's not nice looking, so I will put on high accuracy. 160. And if we paste it on here, the resolution is, I think, hmm, way too big for certain. So I want something even smaller. Mm, If I go for a Game Boy resolution instead, there's 144. That wouldn't change too much. I needed more something like this. That's approximately 90 in height. That is not a lot, 90 pixels. But it should be enough for what I want to convey. So if I make the artwork approximately 90 to 120 pixels, that is about enough pixels for what I want it to be. So if I go to settings again, 120. Okay, let's think for a moment. 120, that's, I think 124 is more accurate. Divided 128, that's the more accurate, that's twice 64. So I think I'll try 128. I need to get rid of the wrong and paste it again. At 128, the body will need to be a bit bigger, but I think the face should work well. I do wonder how will other characters fare in terms of size. Maybe this one works better. Hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't need most of this information. Select layers and only take the one I need. I think I only need the heads. Don't really need the bodies right now. So no. Small head. And if I give it the body on a bench, this bench doesn't need high resolution either. So no, I think it's still way too big. I need to be even smaller actually. Change resolution. 128 is too much. So what if I go for 64. I think that may be too small. Yeah, 64 barely pushes it. It can make it work, but then the Pixar. Hey Axel, I'm currently figuring out how to do my game, but I'm struggling with something very important, and that is the resolution for my characters. You see, imagine if this whole widescreen is the game border. The character sprites are way too big because you see way too much of the pixels. But if I make it bigger, the characters only take small parts of the screen. So I am wondering what can I do for this? What's the best solution? I should probably explain what this is. I'm working on a fishing game. Here is some so you basically have this guy sitting on a bench fishing, but I want it to be pixel art. So I'm figuring out what is the best resolution to work with. Because right now my character is a bit too 1080p works. No, that's way too big resolution. I can show you what 1080p is. This is 1080p. And if I paste in the characters, those are the characters in 1080p. I don't think you can see them. In case you're wondering about if the game will be in 1080p, it will be upscaled, of course, but that will happen in the game engine. But I first need to start with a base resolution for the pixel art. And I figured 128 is in height is way too big, not way too, but a bit too big, and 64 is a bit too small, so somewhere between 64 and 128 should be the sweet spot. Hi, I am in. You missed yesterday's stream. Axel and I were talking about you. So, 64 and 128. What if I do some head counting? 996. I'll try that. At 96, then approximately the characters will be this big on screen. Imagine if this is the whole screen. Me neither. Also, Sobi didn't stream yesterday. That sucks. So, Axel, I can show you some objects that I am planning to make you fish in the game. You haven't seen the previous stream for that, but this is not a conventional fishing game. The idea is that you have all these objects you can fish up, including the ducky, which you recognize. And of course, you have seen this one before. I've drew all this myself. And the idea is that instead of fishing fish, you fish those objects. Because that's funny. But what I need is, in my concept, the guy is sitting on a bench in front of the lake. So that's what I need to do here. I need to have a bench approximately right here and then a lake down here. I can paste that in quickly for better visualization. So this should give you a better idea of the composition. Behind on this grass plane, well, I will put some trees and stuff. Yeah, I see you, Axel. Can you hear me? That's the better question. So if I have trees right here and the characters standing here, start with what? Corn? That's your choice. Hey Axel, you know what you should do? You should make an poem. I can try to make a poem too. Something like um, the moon high in the sky. I don't know why. For growing on me, it makes me want to scream. Ow! Ow! I don't. I cannot make poems well. Oh, good night. Right. I need to. I think this is the right resolution. If we assume that this is the full game screen, and that is 96. I can imagine NNN has been tough. I didn't even bother to try. So if you imagine some trees approximately here, well, I don't want it to be on that layer. I'm with Axel. If you're gonna go do it in private. And what are you two guys doing right now anyway? Gaming, work, school, gooning. Well, well, it is crucial information to let people know when you are planning to do something. I won't elaborate on that. Okay, so you have this rose right here, the lake. It needs to be something, I think, a bit more clear that it's pretty high up, not that color. Give the illusion of a bit of height. With the trees looking garbage right now. But for composition, actually, oh, about composition, I don't even need the trees to be brown. I can make them something like black if I want to. Let's give that a shot. Nice dark blue. Give that a very dark woods vibe. The same with the grass. We'll make the grass a bit bluish. So it looks like it's in front of a dark woods. But maybe for a second area. Not sure if that will work for the first area. A bit too creepy. I don't have uh, the right details drawn. I need a bench right here, but I don't have a bench. Yeah, bro always refuses to stream. Still waiting for that Wind Waker stream, but he won't. Oh, by the way, I also put some stuff in the background for some extra visual appeal. So what can I add more? Hmm. I think in terms of what I want it to be, bench, trees, grass, and back. This is the everything I need. I just need to clean it up. And then I will have to draw a bench sometime later, probably not today because I'm a bit busy. I will also end stream soon. Short stream today, short stream today. But what I think I may want to do in the future, instead of a sky, I will have a city in the background. And I have the right thing I need for that too, I think. And that is this. If I take these models, I think these are too big though. Uh, I need to find which one I need. Yeah, these bills are way too big. I'm the only one that streams. Maybe time. I don't know how late it is for most of the world. For me, it's almost 10:30. No, I don't. I don't know what you mean by that. But I can show you something. Uh, Look, I am wearing a tie today. These buildings are way too big, which is a shame because I really like how they look. In other words, I will have to redraw these to be smaller. But I think I can use this tree because the tree should be the right size. Nah, a bit small, but a background. It can be a background tree if I. Oh, yeah. If I duplicate the tree, I can turn this into a background tree, but I will have to make it less detailed. So instead of having these trees, me neither, actual me neither. Select layers. Oh, and there you go. That's how you make a very nice silhouette very quickly. And if I turn it a bit down, you can still see a bit of the detail, but not so much that it is taking over the colors. Hey, I am him. I need you to explain something. When you think of someone that you see as someone that says yo mama, how do you picture him in your mind? Like, do you imagine that person wearing a clown costume or something? No, the question is, do the foreground trees need to be darker or brighter than the background trees? Because if I make them can make if I make them darker, the background trees will look a bit more as if they are in the fog. But if I make them light, no, not that light, lighter, they appear as if they are being overshadowed by the trees surrounding them. So what is better? A foggy look by making the foreground trees darker, or a shadowy look to make the foreground trees lighter? I think probably darker. You look elegant, like when you said you have been making suits. I've never made suits. I'm not a tailor. But yeah, I also don't see Subby as the type to wear suits. I imagine to him a suit is simply black and dark blue, but to me a suit can be any color. Because if anything, I don't want to wear black or blue suits because they're so overused, so businessy. I want my suits to be casual. You look at me and you're like, fancy, but casual. And so this is approximately how I want the game to look, but the colors are all wrong. I need a color palette for that, maybe something pastel. Time to look for a quick color palette. I am him. I need you to understand everyone that wears suits makes yo mama jokes. That is simply how gentlemen speak. Clearly. Okay, let's try. Hmm. There we go. I need these color palettes because to make an artwork look great, you need the right colors for any given object. So if I take a nice this blue for the water, nice rose color, a bit darker color for green. I think the green I had was already decent, but a small change can never hurt. Of course, a bikini is a great outfit for a funeral, especially if it's a funeral for Mermaid. Oh, something went wrong. Oh no, I see those little leaves hanging around. There we go. Now that looks way better than before, don't you think? This, well, it looks decent. Now this looks more proper chosen colors, even though I didn't choose the colors myself. But yeah, do you guys mean what I say by making the trees in the back a bit lighter? Looks very nice. And actually, have you seen the anime I recommended to you? Well, not so much recommended, more I told you about it. I can also, just for fun, make the trees another color. What if I make them pink? I'm curious to see now. Oh, very Japanese now, with all the pink, cherry blossom style. You see, in art, you don't need to use realistic colors. A nice pink can work just as well. If your grandparents say to you, yo mama, they're talking about their daughters, clearly. Okay, so what I need next is benches and stuff. Maybe an extra tree in the middle right here. Or maybe I can use this empty spot for a little pathway. Can try. Little curvy bits. Something like so. No. Something like so. With a little bit perspective. So it looks like a little path going through the woods. But I think I want to make the path a little bit narrower. So I haven't been paying attention to chat because you guys keep talking about suits. Well, it seems that you guys are enjoying yourselves. Me too, I'm enjoying making some nice pastel looking art. I probably won't draw the water right now because I think I want to animate the water in the game engine itself. So there's no point in drawing it. but I can give a little bit of visual idea of what the water may look like. Mm, mm, no, I need a good white for that. Something like this. Something little, the occasional white spots here and there, and then having it move. If I do it like this, so if I have the water right here, don't have it occasionally move around like so. Don't know if you can see that on screen. And it move around like so in the game engine itself. That should give a nice effect of water. Thanks, Axel. I'm always trying to get more talents, but I'm not perfect. Who is? Okay, actually, I don't think it is a good idea for the path to be here because I need the character to be right in the middle. So I actually need the path to be a bit more on this side. No one is perfect indeed, Axel. And it's our imperfection that makes us interesting human beings after all. A perfect person would be the most boring human you'll ever know. Because such a person would never have to do anything in their life. Hmm. Okay, what else can I do? Fishing rods. I think I will draw the fishing rods another day. The trees, done. Detailing. The only thing I can do right now is some extra additional detailing for fantasies. So if I take this, oh, something is not working right. The tolerance is off. No. Oh, okay. Fixed it. No problem. I don't know if you guys can see it well on stream, but I added these little pixels just for very minor details. But I don't want it like that. I want it to be more like lines, like so, yeah. Nice lines going around. But is the color right? That's the question. But heartbreak? My boy needs advice. He is on a heartbreak. Your friend lost his Jeff or something? I don't know. I don't know how to deal with such a thing. Hmm. Buy him a Coke. Tell him that you are there for him. Okay. Turn the. Huh? Stop looking for your soulmate and start looking for your soulmate. What? Stop looking for your soulmate and start looking for your soul. Oh, right. True. True. I am him. Take notes. Take notes. Little for some detailing in. I will turn off the grid for a moment just to see how it looks. Ah. It looks very excessive the way I like it. Maybe a little bit too excessive. Smaller brush, maybe. Oh, this is also perfect in its own way. It does immediately give that tile road look, but it messes up with the perspective thing here. If I remove this path, then this would look pretty good, but with this path I cannot use it. That's a good thing, Axel. Okay, can I make a poem on the spot too? What's a good poem? Good subject for poem. Tea. I love to drink tea. That's just for me. I don't know why. I cannot rhyme on the spot. What is a good poem? Maybe it's something funny with the jokes, like what I do in James, not James, Subby stream. The poem I told Axel the other day. I'll show you if I can find it. I'll have to turn off this for a moment. So let's see. The poem is right here. I'll type it out for you. Oh, I also have an other funny poem. I hadn't shown Axel that one yet. This is one of my more stupid poems though. Oh man, my water has run out and I'm thirsty. But it's not worth to get more water because I will end stream soon anyway. What did I want to change? I forgot. I can show you maybe another. You were gone pretty early, Axel, so you have missed a lot of my poems. What about this one? That one doesn't rhyme as well though. It doesn't rhyme. No. Fill my poems up. How about that? Alright, the grass. Shall I do adjustment to the grass or not? I think the grass looks fine, but I think the sky is way too bright, too dark. I mean, I want the sky to be super bright for better contrast. No, not like that. Yes, like this. So now, now if I put buildings in the background here, the sky won't be as in the way. But I don't have buildings because my building was too big. No. Oh, I had a poem about the moon the other day, but I didn't write it down, so I forgot. I hate it when I have really great poems, but I don't write them down. Yes, I'm way too elegant to be filled up. Fill my hamburgers up instead with ketchup, not your special sauce. Grass, grass, grass. I need a good grass color. And after this, I think I will call it a day because I need to shower. Tomorrow, I will get for my suit, so I better be clean, not a color. Ooh, what if I try yellow? Plants. No, wait, these are pink trees. What if I make them pink to give the illusion of leaves having fallen? Something like this. Bit too extreme. There's no smaller. I can work with that but I have to manually place the pixels myself. Let's try that instead then. Manually placing some pixels. Okay. Make some of these more ones in the back a bit lighter to match the background trees. Oh. So that's more like it. Now it's a foreground with some pixels here to represent fallen leaves and also a bit in the background all over. Oh, whoa. And I need to get rid of that water, that looks awful. So, and the only thing I need to do is the path, I think, and then I'll call it a day with the characters in the foreground. The skill seems to be just right. This, if you imagine this character sitting on a bench right about here, if I put them a bit lower. Yes, right about here. Fishing in the pond down here. They say life is tough. I say it's not that rough. I try my best to look buff, but at the end of the day, I end up looking sus. That would have been a great poem if you can find a word that rhymes with sus. But otherwise, yeah, that's a great poem. Oh, bars. Thanks, Axel. Um, what I will do is I won't make the characters pastel because I want to make the pastel purely for the background. That way, the characters who are not pastel color will pop out way better, as you can see. If they had the same color palette as the background, they wouldn't pop out as much. Rated O Master. Your poem, I rate your poem and 7. It's really good, but the last sentence just needs a bit of tweaking if you want to make the word sus work with it. I'm quickly going to save the file before I forget. Oh, by the way, I was watching the yesterday's stream and something was bothering me. That being, I had the game audio way too loud. I could barely hear myself. Uh, what was the resolution again? I think it was like 96. Save. 6.7. Harsh critic over here. What to change? I think nothing. I think this is pretty fine. Maybe if I change the position of some of the trees a bit. Wait, I cannot because I merged the trees. Where did I put the trees layer anyway? No. Oh yeah, the old colors. Ah. That's also nice. The green coloring that I did earlier. I can use both actually. In a game, I can use the pink for more Japanese aesthetics and the blue for other area aesthetics. This is very more like what do you say? River. This gives me that river bank aesthetics. But if I do that, I will make the road a bit more gray for these color trees. Oh, turn it off. Ooh. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, the audio from yesterday, but uh, I cannot read kanji. Wado desu ka? I cannot read kanji, so I don't know what the first word is. And I think I will call it a day in terms of drawing, what to do. Before I'll close, oh, I can show you some funny video. Or Axel, remember my old PFP? The one I used like a half year ago? Oh, this was the original version before I tweaked it. Ah, how have you been? I've been great, chilling around, but also anxious for tomorrow. As tomorrow I will see my suit. How about you, Axel? Based on my old sketch, turned in tweaking until it looks great. That's the way I like it. Art is a process, and you don't know, you will never know how much an artist works on something to make it look great. Only the artist knows. Oh, it still exists. What exists? I I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people make their doom scrolling jokes to me. Always, always. They see my name, they have to make the joke. Uh, you know what? Let's look at some funny videos instead. What's a fun video? I know one you won't like, or maybe you will. Oh damn! I've been live for half an hour already. Uh, okay, why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? I will show a little funny video just to end the stream with. If I can get the right window capture key, no edge. So I hope you can hear it. Do I have it turned on? Isn't that like the best thing you've ever seen? I just have to show you that. Okay. Anyway, I have to take a shower soon. So I'm gonna save this project, turn everything off. Quickly looking at my old pixel art. Don't be watching those. I've seen way worse. I can show you another funny one. Oh, how was this one? This one is also peak. Did you like it? Show me one of the way worse. I know. Maybe another day. But I'm gonna call it a day for today. So thanks for watching. Hang on. Bye.